Hello and welcome to this episode of R for Data Analysis with Owori Analytics. We continue with learning the basics of R programming, which is our step number 3 on our R programming roadmap. We have previously looked at several basics of R programming. If you've not yet watched those videos, I highly recommend that you check them out. So today, our focus is on packages in R. By the end of this video, we shall know what packages are, how do we install packages, how do we load the packages in R, and what are the common packages that I need as a data analyst. As usual, we are going to use one of the files from our course files folder here called R Tutorials. If you don't have this folder, there is a link in the description of this video where you can download it. Inside this folder, we have a subfolder called R Tutorial Files, which contains the file or the script we are going to use today, which is Packages in R, which is session number 11. So I'm going to open that file, go to File, Open File, and then I locate where I've put my folder and open Packages in R, and I will be having my script ready. So what are packages in R? A package is simply a collection of functions, sometimes datasets and documentation that help you to extend the capability of the default R. The default R comes with very many built-in functions, but what packages do is just to help you do much more. Think of a package like an extension that helps you to add new tools to your R environment. If R is your mobile smartphone, it comes with default apps. For example, you have the phone camera. But this phone camera may have limitations, so you go ahead to the Play Store to download another phone camera app which has got more features, more filters, and many functions. So you're helping your smartphone to do much more as far as taking pictures is concerned. So that is exactly what packages are doing in R. R can do basic data analysis, but with the packages, you can do a lot much more with R. Take an example of plotting. The default R has a plot function, which can plot for you a simple graph. But with packages such as ggplot, which are installed into R, you can do much more, customize all your graphs in ways that the base R would take much more time or even not be in position to do that for you, especially when you are a beginner. So packages help you to ride on the back of experts who have already built codes that are working, so they can share with you and you just a matter of applying them. So to get R packages, simply go to this website, cran.rproject.org. This website or window is already familiar with us. This is where we were in our episodes of installing R, but this time round we are heading to the left side of the window where we have under software, there is packages as option number 3. So when you click on packages, you will be able to see the available packages. Currently, the current package repository features 23,000 available packages. You can take a look at these packages by either sorting by date of publication or table of available packages sorted by name or by task views. Let's start with checking how the date of publication looks like. So when I click on it, I'll be able to see a table here having date when this was added, and then the package itself, the name, and some title or description of what this package does. If I click on that package, it will take me to another page with the details of that package. So it gives you a brief description of what that package does, then the version, but most importantly, there is also the reference manual. Every package has got documentation on how to use that package. For all the functions that are in that package, they show you how to use them. So for that package, I can either choose the HTML manual format, and it will display for me the different functions that are there and how they can be utilized. Or I can opt for a PDF version. If I click on the PDF version, then it will be able to load a PDF version that I can download and still follow through what the different functions in that package do. Let's go back to the other way we can look at them is by table of contents sorted by name. If I click on this, then you really see a very long list alphabetically arranged. You can see the scroll bar is really very far, meaning the packages are really very many, but you can also navigate using the alphabet here. If you know the package you need, you can just click maybe on P, and then you will see all the packages that start with P. Similar to what we saw the other side, if you click on a package, maybe a B, I click on it, it will still load, take you to the description window, which also has the reference manual, either in HTML or in PDF format. You can also look at packages in the task view. So when I click on Cron task views, you can see that the packages are organized according to topics, which can make a little bit easier when you're looking for a package. Maybe you need other packages that can help you in your clinical trials. So when I click on clinical trials here, you can see there is a description, and when I scroll down, you have the different packages and what they do. So if I am interested in a certain package based on what the description is, I will just click on it. Then it still takes me back to a window we've previously seen, which also has the reference manual, either in HTML or in PDF format. So that's the commonest way of getting your packages. So how do you install a package? Installing a package requires you to have internet connection and is done here within R. There I just showed you where these packages are stored, but installing them, you do that from your R Studio here. And the command for installing packages is install.packages. Then inside you put the package name. For example, if I want to install ggplot as a package, I just write install.packages in brackets. I write ggplot, and then I control enter. Okay, so that it will look for that package and install it for you. Now here it is telling me package ggplot successfully unpacked. So that's how to install a package. If I came this side and I saw in task views, maybe okay, in clinical trials like we had already seen, and maybe I need to install this package adapt R. So I'll just go back to my R, and then inside here I'll write it adapt R, and then control enter, and then R will look for this package from the different sources available until when it will tell me package successfully unpacked. So when I go now under packages, I'll find that adapt R is there, but previously it wasn't part of this. There is a difference between installing a package and that package being available for you in your R session. Now, for example, I've downloaded this package adapt R. Yes, under my packages, it is there. But if I want to use any of the functions in this package, I have to first call it. I have to first tell R to load it into my current session. Then we use the library function to call or to load a particular package. Now, if I want to load this adapt R, I'll just put library, then I type in adapt R. Before I even finish, since it is already within R, it suggests for me to complete and then Control Enter. Before I enter it, you will see that there is no tick here, but here I'll just Control Enter, and then you will see that there is a tick. So meaning I've successfully loaded that package into my current R working session. If the kind of analysis I'm going to do, I'm not going to analyze my clinical trials, I'm using my routine data sets. So I'll uncheck this, okay? And then this is the command you would have utilized, detach package, adapt R, and load equals true. How will I know which packages do I need for my analysis out of the 23,000, for example, that we've seen? As the data analyst running R, I'm going to introduce you to Tidyverse. Tidyverse is a collection of R packages designed specifically for data science and analytics. This collection of packages are sufficient for your routine data analysis. Why this Tidyverse is a favorite to very many data analysts is because it has a consistent syntax. Yes, there are different packages that they have interconnected workflows and a common design philosophy. So when we look at the different packages on the website, I want to select the one sorted by name, and then I'm going to go to T because I already know the package I need is Tidyverse. I click on T, and then I'll scroll down until I get where my Tidyverse is. So here is my Tidyverse package. If I need to know more information about the Tidyverse, I just click on Tidyverse here, and then you can see there is a description, but this collection here consists of all these packages here, very many packages. By just installing one package, Tidyverse, it is a collection of packages. In this series, we are going to look at the dplyr for manipulating data. We shall look at the ggplot for creating visuals. We have lubridate. If you have date data, you want to calculate the duration, you want to get number of years, whatever. We also have tidyr and stringer that we are going to look at. So what I need you to appreciate is that as we are installing Tidyverse, it is a collection of packages which are sufficient for you, a data analyst, to start with. If you want to know the documentation, you can still find it here, and also the PDF version. Or if you want to know the documentation of each particular package inside Tidyverse, you can still click on, for example, dplyr, and then it alone also has the documentation here. So in our subsequent episodes, we are going to be looking at the different packages. So we are not going to look at all of them, but I'm going to take you through the 5 most common packages of the Tidyverse that you really need for your routine data analysis. That will be dplyr, tidyr, ggplot, stringr, and lubridate. Like we said before, how to install Tidyverse is just through install.packages, and then you type in Tidyverse. Since I've already installed it, I'm not going to run it, but for you, you're going to run and install Tidyverse. Because for me, I already have, if I scroll down under my packages to where TEs, you see that I have already tidyverse here. So if I want to use it, it's just a matter of ticking, and all the other packages will be loaded. You can see that once I download tidyverse, I have the tidyr, I have the string r, but when I just tick on tidyverse like this, you can see that all the others are automatically getting checked because they are all part of tidyverse. When you come to your console, you will see that dplyr has been loaded, ggplot, lubridate, and all the others that really are core for tidyverse to work. So in this episode, we've looked at the packages in R, where to get those packages, and we briefly introduced the tidyverse package. This then brings us to the end of our step 3 of the roadmap, basics of R. So we are now heading to data manipulation in R, and under data manipulation, we are going to be covering the different packages of R. Specifically, we are going to focus on the tidyverse packages. And in our next episode, we are going to start with the dplyr for data manipulation. If you found this video helpful, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss out any of our subsequent episodes. See you in the next video.